Hi, my name is Lisa Lindloff, and I am making this short orientation video to show you how your online math class with me will work this semester. I want you to know that even if the course that you're seeing on the screen is different from your course, the design is the same, so everything I say should apply. The first time that you log into Brightspace and then choose your course, you should see a screen that looks like this. There is some information about what I'm about to say in the very first announcement that says important first step, but let me just walk you through it. Some things are on my screen that will not be on yours because I have an instructor course as opposed to a student course. For instance, this will not be on yours. You will not have this instructor link. You will have assessments, class list, course admin, content, announcement, but I'm going to be honest with you, I do not think that you will need to use most of the things that are in what's called the navigation bar. I have put things in this home page to make it a little easier. The first thing you'll want to do is click on this. This widget is called Access Pearson. You can access it by clicking the down arrow and hitting open in a new window, but you can do it also by just clicking on this purple spot. If the purple spot does not show, you would want to go up and refresh your screen or use the down arrow to link. So if I click that, now you will not see exactly what I see. Let me try that again. You will see the first time you do it, a registration page open up where you will need to put in your username. You'll need to create a password and an email address. Please use the same credentials that you have for MCC. It will make it easier for you, although honestly, you won't be required to log in again. But the email is important. Please use your MCC student email. Now, you will not see these things in yours. You will see down here student links. But in order to get to the items that you're going to need to get to, all you have to do is click this orange button that says Open My Lab and Mastering. That's what you're going to do after you've completed the registration part. If the registration part says anything about linking, then do it. Go ahead and do the linking. Okay, over here you will not have all of these. You will have assignments, you will have student gradebook, and you will have e-text contents. So these are your assignments and tests. Let me show you. So here are your assignments and tests. You can tell something is a test because it has a diamond instead of a circle. If it has a flag, that is simply a way to indicate you have to have completed all of the homework for this test in order for it to open. So those are your assignments. Your student gradebook is automatically filled in each and every time you do an assignment, even a partial assignment. Then if you go back in and you finish that, it immediately increases your grade. And you do not have to click submit. The only time you ever have to click submit is if you are working on a test. And the ebook, should you want to look at the author's book, you would use the ebook, the e-text content. Now, to get back to the home page, let me close that error. I'm going to go all the way back to that because there's not another good way to get back. So you can see that my purple link has gone away. I can either use this to open in a new window, or I can click on refresh, and now when it shows it again, the purple link is back. All right, you will see the tentative calendar for your course, the important first steps, which are the same for every course, but the picture will look a little different, and then the welcome announcement, and right here, the video that I'm making right now will be there. From then on in the semester, you will get a week 1, a week 2, a week 3, and so on announcements, but I will put these at the top of the announcement list. They're just not, it's not there now because for right now, the welcome announcement and the important first step are more important. All right, other things that are important. Now I'm going to go ahead and change my view to view as a learner so that you will see only what you normally see. You can see that this list up here is a little bit shorter. Under this, there is the getting started, which there may or may not be a calendar there, but my contact information, my office hours, and the kind of calculator you can get a smart app for are right here. So if I click on that, then I can do I can get my office hours right here and so on. So now let me go back. Now this one is important. Student help links. This is where I teach the course, student help links. The first one is some handouts and some notes that would be wonderful if you could print them. If you don't want to or can't print them, then simply go to them. Let me show you what it looks like. You will see links to many different PDF files. There is a formula for changing percents to decimals. There are some on taxes, Social Security, simple interest. They are labeled by section number right here, which means you can find the one that's helpful for the lesson that you're doing. Okay, let me go back to this. I'm just going to go back to the start. These are under student help links. So that was the notes. Now, when I teach class, online or face-to-face, I have a set of questions, a set of problems that I would work through together with you. These are those sets of questions. If you wanted, you could print these. Let me just show you for chapter 8. Now, at first, it's not going to make a lot of sense, but these are the questions that I would go over with you in class. It's blank as far as answers or solutions. I'm sorry, the clearest way for me to do this is to just go back to the beginning. The lecture notes, this is as if someone took notes for you in class over those lessons. So if I click that 8.1 again, or whatever the lesson number is, there is my writing and my explanation of how I'm doing things. So if you need a note taker, I'm here. All you have to do is go to these lecture notes. Let me see. All right. All right, back to student help links. And those can be printed if you'd like. Then video lectures. These, I'm going to show them to you. These are links to YouTube. And I have playlists of videos for each unit. Just to emphasize it, I have them down here as well. So you get to the video lectures here or here. Some students, that's all they use. But if you like to have things in printed form, here's your lecture notes. So if I went to this and I went back to chapter 8, this is taking me to the playlist for the finance videos. So if I went to the 8.1, and I'm not going to let this run.
Customize and save with Liberty Mutual!
Sorry. I can't.
You asked for it.
He loves an entrance.
Watch this.
Peacock brings home the most jaw-dropping family streaming event of the...
I apologize.
Okay, section 8.1 is our first.
Okay. YouTube now has advertisements everywhere, so I can't stop that, but this would show you my videos doing those problems that are in the lecture notes and in those problem sets that don't have anything. They are closed captioned. You can turn that off if you wish. You can leave this open, go back to the original course. Now I've got my video link open up here, and I could open Pearson. I'm waiting. I'll try this one. You can see that sometimes things don't work quite as well as they should have, and I got that same error message. I do not believe this is something you're going to encounter. It has to do with my setup, not yours. And it's really fond of that right now. So I'm going to just click over here because I had this still open. And if I went to the finance homework, these 15 questions are the same ones that I talk about in the YouTube video, in the lecture notes. They're similar to the ones in the problem sets as well. So problem sets, questions that are blank, lecture notes, the same questions with notes, the videos, the same questions, except I am showing how to do it just like I would in a face-to-face class. And the questions that I go over there are extremely similar to these. So you can leave things open. I recommend that you do that. All right, let's see. I will mention something down here. I have an online TI-84 calculator that is free, but I want to caution you, don't download or click any of the ads. This is free, but it's only free because there will be ads popping up. So once the ads come in here, you'll maybe want to get rid of them. I'm going to make it a little smaller. Now, if all I'm doing is Xing those out. And it has been my experience that they don't come back, at least until I do it again. Well, they may come back. So if I put in, say, 85 times point, let me make this smaller still, there, 0.03, enter, there's that. I've got the apps, you'll need this for 8.4 and 8.5. You'll need the stat skills for chapter 12. You might use math and probability for chapter 11. I go through that in each lecture video, but you can have your own calculator. You can use this one. Please let me know immediately if you have some problems with it. I am not promoting it. I just found it and it seemed to be fine. I went into the course content and the student, not the student help links, but the first one. If you have an Android phone, you can get this one. If you have an iPhone, I recommend this one, but this one works fine. It's just like this one. It's a little bit cranky when it comes to some of the statistics things. They are unfortunately not free, probably less than $10, but it's better than $120, which you would pay. By the way, this is why I was getting that error message earlier, because I was telling it to view it as a student, but it knows I'm not a student, and so it was giving me error messages. I think it ought to be just fine now. Yes. So this is where you go to do your assignments, do your student gradebook, do your e-text if you want the text. Assignments is definitely where you're going to go. I will mention to you that if you wanted to, you can get to assignments here also. Okay, so I think that will help. I keep your attendance under here. Under attendance, don't worry about that now. But if I went back, the gradebook here is the Brightspace gradebook. It is more immediate if you do the one that you find through Open Pearson, the My Math Lab gradebook. They both should be accurate. All right, like I said, every Sunday morning I will send out a new announcement, and week 1, a couple of days into the course, will pop up to here. I leave all the old announcements there. All right, I hope that helped a little, and I am just an email away. Please use your MCC email, and you can email me. My credentials, everything you need is right here under contact information. All right, I hope you have a great day.